Alright, first part. Rewrite each equation in exponential form. Remember, for this module, it's been an entire break of Thanksgiving. I hope it was an awesome one. We're working with exponential equations or functions and logarithmic equations or functions, and they happen to be inverses of each other. So in this case, they're giving us logarithmic equations, and we're asking it to rewrite it into exponential form. I'm going to do number 1, you are going to do numbers 2 and 3. But for number 1, the base will always stay the same. I will identify the base. My base will be 64, so I can rewrite that out. I will draw arrows. Hello? Yes, yes. Arrows, remember? 64 chases to the opposite side of the equal sign, and then that finishes to what the log is holding. So 64 raised to the 1/6 equals 2. And I'm done. In this case, if you were to actually do that math, 64 raised to the 1/6 is indeed 2. So you actually know that you rewrote it right. That won't always be the case, but for these ones with numbers, you'll be able to actually check your work if you'd like to. But again, it's base raised to the, so it's base raised to the power, and that equals the outcome. Draw your arrows to remind yourself. So I did 1, you do 2 and 3. I'm also going to go down to, because these are pretty simultaneous and pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple. 4, 5, and 6, I'm going to do 4, you're going to do 5 and 6. It says rewrite each equation now in logarithmic form. Before I move on though, this form is very important because you'll use this step, rewriting log functions into exponential form, because you have to use that to solve logarithmic equations later on in our review and on the test. So doing this, rewriting it from log to exponential, very important. Alright, but this is also a necessary skill. So rewrite each equation in logarithmic form. Again, I know it's an exponential form because of the power. Well, 2 reasons. One, it doesn't say log, yes, but also the power that exists there. And so, in order to do that, the base is going to stay the same, 289. So I'm going to write log of 289, log base 289. I'm going to draw my arrows the same way I did before. Base raised to the, in this case, this is what it's holding, log base 289 of 17, and it equals the power, or what it was, the outcome. And the way you think about this is, I need, how many 289s do I need to get to 17? I need half of a 289 to get to 17, if you can think about it that way. But it's the same process. You draw your arrows from the base to the power, or base to what the log is going to hold of 17, and then that equals the outcome. So you try 5 and 6 as well.